So, Criostoir, nice to see you. How's it going?
How's it going, Phil? Yeah, dead on. Perfect. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. Thanks. And I appreciate you taking the time as well. So, we were going to check back and just hear about your experience on the Close the Gap program.
Yes, 100%.
So just wanted to kind of check in and see maybe ahead of attending the program, what caught your interest, what kind of made you curious about joining the program, anything kind of stand out?
Well, I think I actually first met you. It was either on the kettlebell day or one of the days beforehand, and you sort of give us a wee speech during part of the personal training course down at Elite. And just the way you talked and the whole sort of different direction you brought sort of mindset and how it can apply, I thought was very interesting. From then, obviously following you on Facebook, social media, and seeing your stuff was just always something that sort of like sat in my mind for ages. It was sort of stuff I was touching on, I wanted to go towards, but didn't know where to go, had no direction, no path. And then when you started your first Close the Gap program, I was sort of raging I missed it. And when I'd seen people that I knew in it as well, and just sort of noticing a difference maybe on their social media or their personal lives, whether it was from yours or not, it was sort of just adding up to me like this is the equation, here they were and there they are now. And some of the stuff they talked about, I could see like a connection between your content. Like I said, I was sort of touching on it myself. I was reading books, reading mindset books, sort of personal development books, and all the information was good, but not knowing where to go with it or what direction to go in was just weighing me down. So that's I had a few big things coming on as well in life that I knew was going to make things harder and heavier. And I thought, based on some of your past testimonials as well, that maybe it could give me a focus or a way of dealing with all these things that are about to happen in my life. So just from the get-go, the way you talk, the way it inspired me, wanted to help me to inspire others, the way I was using language, I thought I could have done a wee bit more, but I didn't know how to get there. So yeah.
A lot to live up to. So did it live up to the expectations? So what was the kind of insights or the experience like then for you?
Like I said, I was getting cluttered down and stuff. I had a few big things coming. I had new business venture, just leaving a job, sort of no direction with where to go in the career either. A few personal things coming in. It was just all sitting in my mind. I knew what I needed to do in some areas, but not where to go. Just straight from the get go, how to start my days, because my days were becoming a blank page. That first task, I think it was the first task you said about get up, have a drink of water, have your breakfast, read at least a page of a book, and don't look at your phone for an hour, I thought was very, like, almost like a lifesaver. Because the first thing I would have done was get up, look at my phone, scroll through texts for a bit, then go get my shower, get my breakfast. But your head felt heavy. You felt like there was a weight on you because you just consumed all this fast information on a phone that you couldn't process. And by getting up, having that glass of water, reading that book, and I could never just read a page. It was always like 4 or 5 pages. I'd finished a book in no time, started a second, even chipped into a third. Just that resetting and focus of the day, because even when things started to get busy, like I think I talked to you about this before, where I'd got up, had a client, came home, had breakfast, but then went to bed, woke up just after lunch, and I thought, that's it, my day's gone. But just using that morning routine in the afternoon was enough to reset my day. I was able to get up instead of being groggy, going, right, it's gone, day's wasted. I was able to reset, refocus, and actually get loads of work done that afternoon, and then go back out and still be 100% of my clients in the evening. So I've just loved it. I've loved it from the get-go. How the sort of tasks that you set, we don't have to execute them, but it's up to us. But just how you word them and how you set the context for them is enough to motivate you to want to find out what you're doing, because it's all about yourself. Like, you don't post anything about yourself or what it should be or how it's meant to be, because everybody's different. Everybody's journey is different. It's just helped ground me a bit and made me aware of certain things, even aspects of the life, how there's these different elements to your life and how sometimes we can be too focused on one thing. So at the moment, starting a new business, that was my focus, posting every day, trying to create content, going to the gym, trying to eat certain foods, but neglecting all these other things. So by achieving that career and lifestyle that I wanted, I was neglecting things like family, time with friends, girlfriend, even money. Money was secondary to me, but it wasn't until that got low and realizing you still need money to live that it made me reevaluate and go, right, I thought this was my focus and I thought this is what I needed to do. but there's so many different areas and elements to life that need to come to find that balance. So from being chaotic to being balanced, that's how I would summarize it. Doing your course, I had no structure. It was chaotic at the start, and now I'm balanced, or more balanced. And even if I sway off my path a bit, I have the tools to reassess and go, is this the direction I want to go on? Is this my focus? And if not, I know how to get back on to the right path. So yeah.
Nice. I like that kind of chaos to balance. I think a lot of people are experiencing that and then not realizing that it's not you, you're not broken. You just haven't got the tools to help you make sense of the chaos so that you can see it clearly and like create that path in front of you that would help.
Yep. Because I think especially in these times now with lockdowns and COVID and stuff, people are either struggling during the free time or now they're struggling with no time. And I think the way society has us at the minute is we're always living in this bubble, this imagination, this imaginary world where we can sort of create this story in our head of the future without having lived it. And we've lived the options and then we've came back to reality and we think we've experienced it when we haven't. So like my career choice at the minute is being a personal trainer, a coach, but even in my old job working in the film industry, I could see how your course would have helped me so much with the chaotic routine of that especially. And that's what I've found fascinating about this, is because I'd done this initially to help me with my career, but it applies to life in general in every aspect. So yeah, I've just loved it. It's helped, like I said, it's helped create balance and stuff. So yeah.
Nice. And what advice then for anybody kind of thinking about doing it would you say, or what kind of advice would you give them?
Basically, just like I said there, it doesn't have to be, I think maybe even whenever I was looking at your content, because a lot of people from my course were jumping in, I thought maybe it was quite fitness focused, career path. But even from a few other people in your stream calls, or like I said there, doing the tasks, I can see how it could help center people in chaotic jobs, chaotic lifestyles. It doesn't matter if you have a goal, if you have a destination. I think people just need to be more aware of themselves and where they are now. And your course can help ground them, say, this is where you are, here's your strengths, here's the things you could work on, and how it can apply to everything. And I think in such a chaotic time for everybody, we need to be aware, or it would help to be aware to create this. Ultimately, this has actually helped clear my head and create a healthier mindset and in turn a healthier lifestyle. So just for anybody that maybe feels clogged or bogged down in their head, I would say to reach out, definitely, and do this course. It can just simplify everything for you and give a direction, give focus.
Yeah. And I think the word I've heard described as like stuck and struggling. So you're struggling, and it's not a nice place to be, right? But there's ways out and there's ways to move despite feeling stuck. You just need to have the tools, right?
Yeah. Because I think even going back to your Wheel of Life program at the start, all these different aspects, how working too much in one element, say for talk's sake, working on your business can make other things suffer, like lifestyle, time with family. And by making them suffer, then you're creating more work for yourself in these areas while doing the work in the area you want to focus on. So in turn, you're giving yourself more work. Having this wee simple method of this is actually okay, this doesn't need much more effort, maybe only a 2 out of 10 effort, whereas this needs more effort right now, I just think makes a massive difference to how you can gauge and control your life. Ultimately, you can take back control of your life for this program, I think.
Thank you. And I'm excited for you. And in the next couple of months, I know there's lots of adventures coming up for you, but I can also see such a bright path and journey ahead of you as well, Criostoir. I'm excited to see it, and I'm excited to continue to walk beside you along the way as well. So just thanks for taking the time, and talk soon.
Yes, thank you, Phil. Thank you very much.